All right, young Tripp, if you're watching this, I'm here to give you some advice. This is advice, me being 35 years old at the creation of this video, that I'm giving you, young lad, 25 years old. And to every other 25-year-old out there or around that age, this is for you. Some advice that I want to give you, some things that I either made mistakes on myself or just things that I've learned and gotten smarter from experience that I want to shed light on for you. Let's get into it. First things first, do me a favor, don't rush into a relationship. I know, Tripp, that you used to do this. You did this a few times in your early and your mid-20s. You rushed into a relationship. Why? Because you thought, this woman is great, there's nothing wrong with her, everything seems good. So you went into it, but the problem was it was good and not great. And the enemy of great is good, okay? You don't want to settle. You don't want to be with someone who is just good enough. You want to be with someone who is awesome and really matches your non-negotiables. So do not rush into any relationships. Really make sure that you give it time. Make sure you're dating enough women. A lot of guys, and I know, Tripp, you did this for a little bit, you get into some dating advice, you learn it, and the second you end up liking a girl, you end up just going for her, and you don't really give yourself a shot with other women, and you end up regretting it, and then learning later that you should have played the field a little bit more and found someone who was a better match, or just had fun for a while instead of rushing into a relationship. So do not do that. Young Tripp, I know that this happened to you many times, and this happens to guys also when they're learning this stuff. So really, this is for anyone. It doesn't have to be anyone who's in their 20s, but anyone who's learning about seduction, game, pickup, dating advice, all that stuff. Don't take rejection so seriously. Why? Why did you take rejection so seriously? Why did you make it such a big deal? It's not a big deal. Of course, you ended up learning this down the line, but I wish we would have fast forwarded the whole thinking and fast forwarded all the experiences that it took you to finally not think it was a big deal, but you took it too seriously. You'd get rejected from one girl, but then finally you learned abundance mentality, and I'm proud of you because eventually you did learn abundance mentality, and it didn't take too long, but hey, it could have been shorter. Abundance mentality is your key. It's the key to ultimate freedom, which means that if you get rejected from one girl, it doesn't matter because you'll meet another one. And if you're in true abundance, that means you're dating multiple women. So if one doesn't work out, no worries, you're dating another one. Making sure you're dating multiple women, but also not taking rejection so seriously. It's not that big of a deal. You're not going to match with everyone. There's so many women out there that if it doesn't work out with one, you're not doomed. In fact, I now look back at all the women I've ever been with, and I realize that there were times where I'd get upset because it didn't work out, and now do I care? No, because I'm with another great woman, and that's what I care about, and that's what you're going to care about too. So if it doesn't work out with one, there's always another one. Don't take rejection too seriously. Here's another one. Not necessarily pertaining exactly to dating advice, but it's all related. Don't try to have a million friends. Now, this is not something that I know you've made mistakes on, but it's good advice that I've learned over the years that I can shed light for other guys. You don't need to make a million friends. You just need to make a few very good friends. People are going to be coming in and out of your life throughout the course of your teens, your 20s, your 30s, probably your 40s, I'm guessing. It's happened this much, and you're just going to go through a lot of people just because life happens, or maybe people move, or people end up in different positions in their life, whatever. Either way, it's okay. You don't need to make a lot of friends and be friends with a lot of people. It's okay to be acquaintances with many people and network and have people that you know, but what's most important is following the 80-20 rule here, okay, is that 20% of your friends are going to mean the most to you and have the most effect on you. So that means that let's say you had, 50 friends, okay? So only 20% of those friends are really gonna matter the most, the ones that you connect with the most, the ones that you're gonna wanna hang out with the most, the ones that really matter the most. So really focus and concentrate on those few friends and build those relationships so that they're awesome and that they're very, very quality. And don't worry if, once in a while you make some new friends and they slip off. It happens. It's normal. This is to young Tripp. Okay. 25 years old. I know you're not making a lot of money. You are about to start Tripp Advice, which for a long time also wasn't making a lot of money, making any money really, but you still have a job right now. I want you to start investing now, okay? You're gonna wanna put money in your retirement account now, even if it's $5, okay? That adds up over time, and that's gonna make more money, and putting in $5 a month, which is nothing, which I know you can afford, is going to help and also gonna produce the right habits, okay? In terms of being able to save for the long term. I know that a lot of people have different financial situations, and that's not advice for everyone, but from what I've seen, putting away for when you're older is going to help, especially if you're not an entrepreneur and think you're gonna be working your whole life. So, put away what you can, do what you can, even if it's a very small amount. My next one is habits are greater than goals. And this is something that I'm really just tapping into in the past couple of years. And I wish I would have known this sooner. Habits are better than goals. So instead of saying, I'm going to lose 20 pounds or I'm going to gain 20 pounds, instead, that's a goal, right? You're gonna put in the systems and habits that are going to get you there, because that's most important. And that's what's gonna help you along the way, and also help be able to always have the kind of goal that you're looking for, okay? So what I mean is, maybe instead of trying to figure out, okay, what can I do to lose 20 pounds in 3 months, figure out what kind of habits can I create now that will eventually lead to that goal, okay? So what can you do now? Can you start going to the gym every single day for 40 minutes at the same time? Boom, habit created. Or maybe you're trying to look for, a girlfriend. Instead of having goal is girlfriend, that's my goal, gotta get a girlfriend, gotta lose my virginity, whatever it may be. Instead, why not say, all right, I'm going to make sure I approach one woman a day, every day, at the same time, on my lunch break, at 12 p.m., so you can start creating the systems and habits that will get you there. I think you get the idea here, but that's what I've learned. It's so much more beneficial. It's better for the long term. Habits are more powerful and better than goals. Here's my last one. This is for young Tripp, who thought that this stuff was complicated at first, and for all of you who think that this is complicated and that women are complicated and that this is all very challenging. Here's the big idea. Women are not as complicated as you think. There's only a few things that you need to work on to be a very attractive guy, and the rest is history. You don't have to sit here analyzing why a woman's thinking the way she does. You just have to understand that you must be the most attractive version of yourself possible through your inner qualities, aka your behavior, through your outer qualities, your looks, your wealth, your style, your friends, things like that, and your lifestyle. Optimize your outer qualities, work on your inner qualities. I talk about that tremendously in my Hooked program. I'll put a link down below, by the way, if you want to get access to that program. But remember, women, not as complicated as you think. This is simple. You just have to get and wrap your head around this. But just understand that it will click, and this whole dating thing can be solved. It is possible for you. Okay, there you go. Those are some of my things. I'm curious to hear from you. What are some things you wish you told yourself when you were younger? Even if you're 19 watching this and you want to talk to your 13-year-old self, I don't care. What's one thing you wish you told yourself? I legitimately want to read these things. I want to hear them from you. Write it down below. Let's all read this. This is going to be very interesting. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.